Alright, so I might be a little squinty because even though it's overcast, like really bad, it's still pretty bright. And you can still get sunburn, as evidenced by this nose and arms, my back. Anyway, I'm loving it. Having a great time, living my best life, getting sunburned on the beach. So this is my birthday week vacation, and I had a really good time. I've been away from home for like, I don't know, 12 or 13 days. I think tomorrow would make 2 weeks. And I finally got some stuff today that has SPF in it, which I'm sure some of my closest friends would rejoice in, especially one in particular last night who's an esthetician and was like, "What are you doing to yourself? You're getting old." So for history, I've got an SPF 50 on both my face and my skin. Well, my face has skin. That's skin, right? Yeah. No, but it's been a really fun week, and I really, I feel a lot of love right now. I had a great time with one of my best friends, Katie, who just about made it like a mission of hers to like make sure that I had a really memorable trip, vacation, and birthday. And of course it was, vacation for her too. And it was the first, so her and I have been friends for like 20 years, and we've never traveled together. Like I'll go up and visit Vegas a lot because I used to live there, and I love, I've got some great friends that live there. And so I'll usually get like a room, and usually I tend to book a suite whenever I go to Vegas. And the thing behind that is, like, I think I've talked about this before even, like, I don't want to displace your kids, sleep on your couch, or their bedroom or whatever, and unless you have a guest room, even then, like, I like to, entertain, and so, we're not in high school anymore, so I'm not trying to have, people come over and sit on a bed and all, just look at each other. So at least with a suite, I have like a sitting area and can have people over and like kind of, pre-game or whatever. And in the era of COVID, that was especially great because they would just come over and we'd just hang out and still do Vegas and then go down to the empty casino where everybody was wearing a mask. So that's changed literally overnight because Vegas is charging for parking again. I don't pay for it, but whatever. And yeah, so here I am. I'm on Sunset Beach. It's not sunny out, but that's okay because I miss this. I miss California, or at least this specific part of it. I never realized how lucky I was growing up. But anyway, back to Katie, because she's probably gonna watch this, and she deserves like 1,000,005 shout outs. I'll see what I can do to get there. But no, we had a blast, and we're going to Cabo in October, and we're really looking forward to that. So yeah, it's important to be able to travel with your friends and find people in your wolf pack that you don't want to vote off the island, or Yvette from the Big Brother house, because we both love Big Brother, so she'll love that reference. That's another little inside joke. Anywho, yeah, I think that's pretty much just the main thing as far as like why I wanted to hop on today and make a quick little video. Because I know I haven't done anything for a minute, but I am definitely full. My heart is full right now, and I definitely thank the people that helped it be there. I also have a huge, like, I don't feel old. I don't think I'm old. I'm sure there's some people that are watching this like, nope, you old, you 41. That's like retirement age, get your ARP card. But yeah, no, I disagree. And but I have this itch in my nostril, Jesus. Anyway, I have this emphasis on an appreciation of time now that I'm getting older. Like, I value people's time. I feel like money comes and goes. With doing gig work like Uber and delivery services and whatnot, like, I can literally go and make money. Like, I can create it. I can go, if I need money, I can just go, hop in my car, and make it happen. So money comes and goes. Whereas time, we're never going to get back. And so when somebody cares enough for me to invest their time in me, into a friendship, um, that has a very profound, it leaves a profound mark on me. Um, and this girl invested like a week of vacation time, and I am honored and humbled, and I can't say enough how much I really appreciated it. On my actual birthday, so California being reopened and having my birthday fall on a Friday night wasn't exactly like the best thing in the world, because we didn't plan ahead. Like, we probably, if we'd planned ahead, we would have been like, oh, maybe we should make a reservation somewhere. No, we didn't do that. So we went on online and just did a search for sushi around me, and like found some hole in the wall, like literally. Like, we get there to this parking lot of like a strip mall, and the restaurant that we made the reservation at, I'm like, well, this is the address. It doesn't even exist. So I walked into some other random, like, I think it was like a Korean barbecue place or something. I was like, I really hate to do this because we're not going to eat here, but where is this? And then she's like, she didn't know. And so we looked at every restaurant that was in there, and we find the one that has the same phone number as the one I've been calling. New name, rebrand, I guess, whatever. And there's literally like 5 signs, handwritten signs, all around the windows. And the windows are all blacked out with, like, I don't know, just curtains and whatnot, and nice and gaudy. And all these little signs say, no availability, no more tables, no reservations tonight. And like, the door was locked. So she was not having it. So she went and like pounded on the door. She's like, knock, knock, knock. And this woman comes out and she's like, yes, you have reservation? And we're like, yeah, at 8:30. And this was like at 7:30. So she's like, you're early. And we're like, well, do you have a bar? Nope, no bar. Okay. So we're just like looking at her like, okay, so now what? So she hops on the phone and she starts calling restaurants, which I'd already done. I'd already called a few restaurants like, we did make a reservation at this one place because it's the only place that had the availability. What Katie doesn't know, and surprise, you're gonna find out now, I'm glad you like the food, was that they had 3 stars on Yelp. So maybe that's why they rebranded it to a different name. I don't know. But then again, Papa John's, I've seen in Phoenix, has like 5 stars on Yelp. And let's face it, that's not exactly the most authentic. I'm not going to talk too much crap about them. But yeah, it's not 5-star pizza, but it really isn't. So yeah, not sure how much stock I can take into a Yelp or into, Yelp stars. And plus there's the whole, like, Dateline exclusives that, it's all a big scam anyway. Oopsie. Yeah. So, Katie calls this restaurant. She's like, and I just hear her end of the conversation, and she's kind of like not really happy with like her responses, saying like, well, does anyone in this town have reservations? Like, are there any tables open? And she's like, help me out. And she's like, can you recommend a place? And then they have her on hold, and then magically the locked door behind us opens. And the lady's like, you want to come early? Come in early, because the whatever reservation, they're late, blah, 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 we canceled. And so I'm like, wow. I was like, Katie, I don't know what just happened here, but I have a feeling whatever restaurant you called, they must have been like, is there some crazy bitch outside your restaurant? Because, do me a favor, Maggie, just get her in, get her out of the parking lot and feed them. So it worked out. So we go in, we sit down, and then we order, I'm like, oh, let's do sake bombs. No, we don't have sake. Oh, okay, well, they have no bar either, but they had beer. So we ordered 2 Sapporos, and then after we have a Sapporo, we try and order another one. She's like, oh, we're out. And so we order like an Asahi, or I don't know, we order another beer, and she's like, oh, we only have the big ones. We're like, oh, okay, that's fine, we'll just have to deal with that. And then she comes back, she's like, there's only one left. So we didn't drink this place out of beer. They just, poor logistics, poor planning. But it was fun. Also, so I mentioned could earlier. So one of my perks I get with one of the hotel chains I stay with is free breakfast. And so we went to breakfast, and this is in Pasadena, and it's still kind of weird here. And I mean, I think this is like everywhere, because even in Phoenix, like, even though Phoenix has been kind of open for a while, like, I think a lot of companies have used it as an excuse. Well, it's hard to staff right now too. Like, it's definitely a job seeker's market. I know, because I'm considering how it's a job seeker's market. We'll just say that. And so so staffing is not what it should be. It's kind of rough. And we're at breakfast, and I'm like, isn't this supposed to come with toast? And the waitress says, could. So that was her thing, is whenever, like, you know, we would say something, we go, could. Yep. So anyway, Katie, I adore you. I love you. It's such a good time. And anyone that's watching this should be thoroughly jealous that they don't have a Katie in their life. Unless they do, unless you know them, because, you know, we do have some friends in common, and some of them might be watching this. So if you are Team Katie, get her on board, whatever your future plans and endeavors might be, because she's a trooper. She really is a trooper. I dragged this girl from hotel to hotel, because I'm trying to build up my points, and so every time I check in somewhere, I get like 1,000 gift points. And so like, well, we need to check in at as many places as possible. I'm definitely my father's son. Oh, it's Father's Day. I should call him. Happy Father's Day, Dad. Yeah, I'll do that just right after I get off this video. Why are these people on the beach looking at me? Have you ever seen people make a YouTube video on the beach? Jesus. Anyway, I'm going to miss this. It's literally like 100 and I think it's like 142 today in Phoenix. Yeah. So it's a little 140 with the wind chill. So it's a cooling trend in Phoenix right now. No, I saw that it was going to be 115 today and 108 tomorrow. So I extended my trip without even thinking about it. I was like, oh, we're staying another night. Katie didn't, because she had a flight to catch, but I did. Which also gave me the excuse to be able to come here to the beach again. I'm feeling definitely extra crispy. 12 spices, secret recipe, whatever, from my sun exposure, which luckily, Mom, don't worry about me, because once I get back to town, it's way too hot to sun worship in the Valley of the Sun. You know, they call it the Valley of the Sun. It's just the sun that bakes the whole valley. Makes it really hot, a little messy. Yeah. We saw a seal here the other day. That was fun. And it was such a, it knew it was like entertaining the beachgoers, because it just kept spinning around and like putting on a show. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. Like a natural show instead of like, you know, in a circus or at, you know, an aquarium. So it's good to see nature in its proper environment. Unlike the dolphins at Dolphinarius in Scottsdale, where I always joke with my Uber rides, yeah, you can go there and see dolphins that are natural desert habitat. I'm a little witty, and some people get the joke, and they're just like, oh, that's hilarious. And other people are just like, uh-huh. And like, they're not paying attention, all it just goes over their head. So, well, I think I'm going to enjoy this for another hour. Well, if I have SPF 50 on, and I plan to be here for an hour, isn't that the percentage of sun that it's blocking? Which means technically I could spend 2 hours here, because I'm blocking half the rays double the time, and I still break even. Is that how that works? Weird. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm good. So, alright. I've got a 6-hour drive ahead of me. That's not going to be too fun. But I'll make it a good time. I laugh at my own jokes. And I'll put on a good podcast or a good Audible. Maybe I can download something by Chelsea Handler. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll treat myself to Chelsea Handler and just laugh my ass all the way home. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.